As you make your way through the empty quad, the silence broken only by occasional distant screams coming from horrible noises, blah, blah, blah. Most likely, more of your fellow partygoers are meeting their demise. You round a corner, and you can see the science building in the distance. It's about a football field length away now, and you also see a group of figures stumbling towards you about half a football field's distance away. Well, both of those people are dead. So, based on their clothes, they seem to be Miskatonic Squids, the university football team. The person in the lead appears to be in their varsity jacket and casual clothes, while everyone else seems to be in full football gear. The Squids practice in the off-season, so it makes sense why they're here. The figure in the front seems to be panicking and running towards you, waving his arms. As he does, the group behind him also waves their arms as they all run towards you. It seems like they need help.
Well, we should help these fellers.
That's unfortunate, isn't it?
There's got to be. We're on the football field, right?
These are just football players. It's a football field distance away, but it's still just the quad. Yeah.
This is misleading, actually. I thought we were on a football.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Kirk, why don't we go on the side? Just let him go by.
Yeah, everybody should help themselves,
Hell
really.
yeah.
It's America. Help yourself.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Guys, I think this is a bad idea. I think we should probably help these guys. I don't know. Can we do something?
Nah,
How
fuck
about
'em.
some... all right.
As you try to make your way around the figures all gang up on the leader of the group, throwing him to the ground in a dog pile. There's a frenzy as pieces of the man are thrown from the dog pile, blood misting on the quad as gore erupts. Roll sanity.
Hey, Howie.
Uh-huh.
The best day to escape prison would be Halloween.
Roll the 6.
I passed.
So you passed? Okay, so,
I did not.
I did.
This is
I got, yeah.
Okay, if you passed, roll 1d6. If you failed, roll 1d10. After a moment, you hear a whistle, and in a freakishly fast movement, the dog pile reforms into a defensive line. You're now close enough to notice the entire football team is now a group of burnouts. Some missing limbs and a couple with too many limbs. One of the players appears to be holding the head of their coach, Rick Rocky Mountain. A whistle in his mouth. The coach's head toots on his whistle again, and all the burnout football players get into a defensive stance.
He's still a good coach. Look at him.
Man, that guy knows how to make formation.
Is there I'm gonna look for a lacrosse stick or a bat around or a football or a cleat?
Roll an intelligence check.
Fuck yeah, that was my new intelligence. That's very good though. That's a 16.
Alrighty.
My new intelligence? Yeah, 65. More than fun.
You find a gun. No. You find
Machine gun.
You managed to find what looks like it is actually a baseball bat. It seems like somebody else tried to use it as a weapon, but they didn't. They died, but they left their baseball bat behind. So you have a baseball bat now.
Can I look for something I know hidden deep in my knowledge of this school?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
you can
look at this idiot with the baseball bat. I know of the rocket launcher. I actually got a 24.
So you passed, right?
Yeah, I actually passed this time.
You know that that's I don't know where that's coming from. It could be anywhere in the United States, literally at this moment. It's not necessarily that you know where something is, but you do recognize the toot sound that the coach is making, and that is actually a defensive line strategy toot. So, you know what formation they're making and how they're going to get around, and how they're going to rush you if they were to stay in that formation. So you know a way that you could potentially dodge it if they were to come at you like that.
Hey gang, just watch what I do. Just follow me as we go through this adventure together.
Alrighty?
I guess. Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah, I'll take action to
I'll follow Randy
around
to the
it,
end
I
of the world.
suppose.
Yeah.
Man's got it, yeah.
At first Claude is a little hesitant, but he decides to follow as well. Same thing with Mabel and Melissa. So they just stick in a straight line right behind you, and you see the one football player holding the coach's head, and he toots again, and suddenly this football team just completely rushes towards you, and they're running, and it's horrifying because they just are like this zombified horrible monstrosities. They rush right past you, and then once they pass you, they all like realize what happened. They all skid to a stop, and they turn around and you hear the coach toot a couple more times, and they all get back into a defensive line, but now they're behind you.
Don't worry, fellas. I brought protection.
I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work in this situation. Hold on, I got a door for this. Can I use one of my useful joints for this?
Sure.
All right.
A list of useful joints.
All right, this one's called Wingardium Leviosa, and
that could mean anything. It's the 70s. That hasn't been a thing yet.
it's a deep indica, and it will put you out. So I'm just gonna smoke a little bit, and I'm gonna blow it in their direction, and it's gonna put you to sleep right away. Okay. A big cloud of smoke.
So you do that, and what's funny is it doesn't do what you intended it to do, but it still works. So you see this group of football players, and they get hit with this cloud of smoke, and all of a sudden, all of them begin freaking out and start beating each other to death. And the coach is like, he drops his whistle, and he starts mouthing and stuff, but the one that's holding his head starts beating another one of them over the head with that character, with that coach's head. But they're all very distracted, so you have a moment to get away.
I remember my first joint.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Seriously, bro, what are we doing in school still? Let's get the hell out of here.
Alright, you have made it into the science building, which looks like chaos on the inside. There's damage to the walls and the floor and even the ceiling. Blood and scratch marks. It almost looks like a herd of wild animals tore up the place. The biology lab is on the 3rd floor. In front of you are stairs going up and 2 hallways leading further into the building.
I know the way.
Where's the nerd?
Just
the
follow me.
Where's the
I got
secret
us
room,
this
you
far, didn't
idiot?
I?
Oh, you're talking to
Should
Claude?
I do it, Dave?
Yeah.
Jezebel's talking to Claude. It's in the biology lab. We just gotta get to the biology lab first. It's on the 3rd floor. I'll show you once we get in there, okay? Just back off. I'm having a very stressful night. I should have been at home having bats with salts, and it should have been comfortable, and I probably could have killed fucking Frank again if he was still locked up in the... He just starts walking towards the biology lab.
Man, bath salts will fuck you up. Be careful.
Yeah, that guy's on bath salts.
Nail on the
right now. I know
chalkboard
about
in my
that.
Alrighty, in the distance you can hear an ethereal low grunting sound echoing through the halls. It's hard to pinpoint where it's coming from. Claude comes to and realizes he doesn't want to be in the front, so he pushes Kirk to the front because he's the one right behind him. Kirk,
Can we
roll
just
spot
push him
hidden.
back into the front?
You could, but have
can
Kirk roll
I?
spot hidden first.
Alright, I'll spot hidden first. That's very good. It's 22. I don't know what my spot hidden is, but...
I think it's a base 25, so you probably got it.
Yeah, spot hidden. 40, yeah, I'm good.
You're pretty familiar with all the football players in their varsity jackets, and you spot on the ground Frank Charlton's varsity jacket tattered on the floor. He must be in here somewhere because the last time you saw him, he was wearing it.
I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna put it on Claude. You go first, my man. You're a man now.
Is this supposed to make me
Yeah,
braver
I
or
said it.
something?
It gives you a boost in braveness, I think. Do it.
Sure.
I don't think that's physically
Just
possible.
do it.
You push him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget your protection, brother.
As you make your
Puts on
way,
a condom.
Just throw a condom at him.
puts it over his head like a helmet.
Hold on. I'll do it special for him.
Did you think that? No.
Yeah! Make an eel!
Make an
Putting his
eel.
lips on a condom. Who thought that would happen tonight? Tom would put his lips on a condom.
I had a vague suspicion it might happen.
I don't know how these things work, brother, but
You got...
I gotta
That's
find
why
that
it's
really
perfectly
quick.
around
Hold
his
on, I don't want that in my room.
As you make your way through the halls, you find more destruction. The sound of strange groaning and wailing getting louder, but it's not clear where exactly it's coming from. Each classroom you pass seems to echo with the sound. And then suddenly behind you, you hear, "We missed you." And behind you, you hear a horrible sound of flesh. What you see is a monstrous abomination. It has Frank Charlton's head, but its mouth opens inhumanely wide to show the cat's head on the strange spinal cord shoot out. Its meow is an unholy sound. Absorbed into the sides of this thing seem to be the entire football Squids team. The coach's whistle making the sound every time it moves. There are several ape arms growing from parts, and the mouth on Frank's abdomen appears to have grown. As a strange tongue, it uses the body of Curtis and Victoria in a tangled mass. Yes, in short, this hulking creature is like a massive hallway-filling centipede flesh, made out of all of your dead friends and classmates, as well as some animal parts that seem out of place. It begins to drag itself towards you with reckless abandon. Any debris that gets in its way, it devours, seemingly swallowing it and adding it to its mass. Gordle light! Everybody roll sanity.
I wonder where it got the ape arms, though.
It's a big no
Oh,
for
I
me.
didn't
That's
pass
a
that time.
70. Yeah, it's a big no for me.
I actually did pretty good. I got a 39, but I don't know what I'm currently at.
You're at 46, so you pass. If you
Cool.
failed, roll 1d20. If you passed, roll 1d10.
Oh, that's real bad! That was a real
if
bad
we
roll.
pass, we roll a d10. Ooh.
All right. The biology lab is two more floors up.
If there's anything Randall knows, it's biology.
This thing is starting to come towards you. What do you do?
Can I look for a secret way, a special way out of here or anything?
You sure
Does
can.
my power come into handy? Okay.
Yeah, roll 1d or roll your intelligence.
I got a 48, so it didn't work.
Nope.
Everyone in this building had a smokestack. Not that that's important right now, but I thought
That's
I'd
you.
do it one day.
I turn around and I say, "Stay away from Kirk."
Whoa.
And I throw up my forearms where I said that I'd been cutting them before, and I have carved a bunch of runes on there,
Ooh.
Whoa.
and they glow. And I say a bunch of really cool words I read in a book once.
Alrighty. And you feel your will go into it. Suddenly, Jezebel, the
And
lights.
my blood.
Yeah. Suddenly, the lights seem. All the lights around you seem to go black, and you wake up and you're in the middle of a forest. Standing on top of a hill in front of a moon is a headless man sitting on a white horse. He silently points towards the forest, and you find yourself starting to float towards it. As you do, the forest seems to turn upside down where the ground is above you and the sky is below you, but yet you can feel force underneath your feet as you stand. A black goat walks up to you and it asks, in your mind, if you would like to live deliciously.
I don't care how I live.
No, he said, would you like to live
In Cincinnati.
As you say that, you find that your hand has already written a name in a book, and you snap back, and suddenly you see Frank Charlton in front of you. He is right about a centimeter away from you, but a power comes out of you. It's almost like a red mist comes out of you. And it shoots out of your mouth, and out of your pores, and out of your eyes, and out of your fingers, and out of your runes. And every part of you, it shoots out, and it lashes out at Frank Charlton, keeping him at bay. Your skin starts to shred from your meat as it starts to block Frank Charlton from moving onwards. You are slowly crumbling into a mass as you're using every part of your being to keep Frank Charlton at bay.
We should probably run.
All right. I would like to attack this Frank Charlton character. I want to attack him. All right, I'm going to let out some poison ivy kush, and I would like to roll a strength to shoot smoke daggers at Frank.
Is this something you actually
Hey,
have?
no, last time I checked, you're not crazy yet.
What are you talking about? No, hold on a second. I have great
You
power.
have
So what I
smoke
wanna do
magic?
is use my power to shoot smoke daggers like real strong. And
I'm gonna...
Listen,
my poison ivy kush, which is not something you want to smoke.
Sure, you can try that. Everybody else, what do you want to do while he tries that?
I'm gonna just throw a condom at Jezebel so she has some extra protection, and then I'm gonna run away.
Run. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, hell yeah, girl. I'm gonna run with Randall.
Claude ran a long time ago.
Can we bro duck as we run away?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Alrighty. Mike, why don't you roll, fucking smoke.
Smoke magic. Use your smoke
No,
magic.
here you go. Roll sanity. Roll sanity.
Well, I was gonna roll strength because of my blowing power.
That's not.
Oh, I got a 006.
I didn't know if Mike was our
You got a
mate.
6? Alright.
Yeah.
So, here's what happens. You take a big puff on this. Jezebel, you're about to not be anything anymore. What do you want to do?
Well, a condom was thrown at her.
Does she get +3
Come
defense?
on. Yeah. These condoms don't have any special abilities, do they?
Oh no.
What are they even for?
They're ribbed for her pleasure.
But Jezebel, this is your final moment.
I can't believe I died for these losers.
And as you say that, you just start, all the meat has ripped from your skeleton, and then your skeleton launches itself at Frank Charlton, stopping him for a bit. As that happened, Mike blows his smoke, or Howie blows his smoke at the direction, and he thinks he did it. So you think that you stopped Frank Charlton from moving for a second, but Frank is starting to reel back. It's taken him a while. It's almost like he's moving in slow motion after being hit with such a wave of magic. But you think you did that, but now you have a moment to escape.
Holy shit, Randy, let's get the hell out of here, man.
Randy's been gone for ages.
Randy's been gone.
Chris, do you want to be Mabel or Melissa?
Is the football player dead?
Yeah, he's been dead. He died first.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he did. So
No, I'm joking.
Mabel and who else?
Mabel or Melissa? Melissa's the shy one. Mabel's the artist. I'm not gonna even send you the thing because we're at the end, so it's just you could say
Yeah,
your
no, I'll be Melissa.
Melissa? Okay.
the quiet one.
Just
Okay.
turn your school bus around
Yeah.
so everyone can see it.
There
Take
you
your
go.
children off, turn that school bus around, you're good.
Alrighty. So everybody's now running up the stairs. Unfortunately, Howie is all the way in the back because he stayed behind to do his magic smoke. There's some knocked down debris in the hallway. Use Dex or Strength to push it out of the way.
Ooh, I got a nat 1.
Nice.
Damn.
You clear the next 2 obstacles without having to do anything.
just punch
yeah.
him out of the way.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
My baseball bat.
You actually did so well. If
This
it's a
guy
nat
can
1,
smoke weed.
you did so well. It made it so that everybody else is clear too.
Fuck yeah.
Hey,
you're
a good kid, you know that?
You get to the top of the stairs, and it looks like the next set of stairs is blocked by wreckage, so you'll have to make it down the hall to the other flight of
Go to the other
stairs.
stairs.
Yep, he got it. This guy.
No, but the secret stairs, the janitor stairs.
Oh, well, let me finish this, and then you can roll for that. But the hallway is covered in body parts of various things, some humans, others animals, all seemingly alive and moving about. Some of the body parts have found each other and have started attaching themselves together in horrifying monstrosities. You can hear the Frank abomination reach the bottom of the stairs behind you. Tom,
Seriously though, where are some of these giraffe pieces coming from?
Randall, you can roll to see if you know of a shortcut.
I know of an old underground railroad system that they used to use. I actually got it this time. I got a 28.
All right.
It was made during the Prohibition. Smuggle
The whiskey
alcohol to
railroad.
the upper
So you go.
We're gonna use it for weed this time.
You go to open a wall that looks like a wall, but you open it and it's an actual staircase that leads up to the next floor. And you all go through it and you shut it behind you, and you hear Frank round the corner, and like you hear the mass of him and everything, and you can hear him, like all these horrible, grotesque noises as he starts to absorb everything in the hallway into him. But he seems to have slowed down because he doesn't know where you are anymore.
That's
So-
right, kids. Fail 3 years of your senior year of college. It pays off.
Alrighty. Finally, at the top of the stairs, you see it. Room 302, Biology Lab. Teacher, Herbert West, PhD. Your destination in sight. The door is open to the lab. There's blood and claw marks on the inside of it, as if something broke out of that room. The door still works, however. As you get inside, Claude hurriedly shuts the door behind you all and grabs a nearby mop to jam the lock. As he does, the door heaves loudly, and Claude presses his back against the door to hold it shut. Go! The room is right here in the back! He yells as he bars the door with his body. In Herbert West's biology lab, you find counters for students to practice science on, each counter supplied with a sink. The room is a mess. Glass beakers lay broken on the shelves and floor, and there's blood and claw marks all over the room. They all seem to emerge from what looks like a doorway that was once hidden behind a cabinet, but that cabinet has since been destroyed. The room inside bathed in an eerie dark green glow that's hard to see into. Yeah. You're in this room, and Claude's barring the door for you.
Well, I guess this is it, boys. I think this is where we die.
Yeah. Hey, Howie. I just want to tell you.
Yep.
The best part of a cucumber tastes like the worst part of a watermelon.
Oh my God, man! You just you don't even need.
I know, man.
God.
You just process that for a second. I got our solution right over here.
Okay. What's that? What's that?
Go ahead.
You guys gonna go in the secret room?
Yeah. Well, I am at least. You just
Right.
watch.
As you get inside the secret room, you hear, Claude, do you got a light? Come from the biology lab. You turn to see the door splinter above and below Claude, and he screams as Frank's horrifying limbs rip him to pieces to pull him through the broken door. So they don't even get all the way through the door. They just break two holes, pull him through the two holes, which rips him in half in a couple of different places, and Claude is just completely destroyed.
Gnarly.
It's about time.
Inside the secret room, you see rows upon rows of cages and morgue doors, all opened or shredded. You also see large vats of glowing green liquid, presumably the serum Claude had mentioned earlier. Also in this room, against the far back wall, is what looks like a tome sitting on a small altar. You can hear the door in the biology lab finally give way with an unearthly scream, as Frank has now made his way into the lab.
I think you burn it up, boys.
That's about right. I hit my hand against the wall. Alright, boy. It's showtime.
Who's investigating the book?
Let's have the quiet girl do it.
Oh, guys, I'm not so sure, guys. That doesn't look like a...
Mabel just pushes you from behind. Go read the fucking book!
Right?
I mean, okay, with Victoria dead, what do I have to live for anyway?
Oh.
She opens the page.
Alright, you pick up the book. The front cover has a translated note on the front cover has a translated note on the front, written presumably by Herbert West. It reads, The Tome of Dare. Opening the book and flipping through the pages and notes, you eventually find one note written by Herbert that mentions, in case of emergency, this text will cause the reagent serum to stop working abruptly. The scuttling of Frank's horrifying body gets closer. He breaches the doorway to the secret room. Chris, I need you to answer this question. Okay, I have sent you the secret tome. It asks you a question. You need to answer it. Your next words are very important.
I mean, they seem acceptable in this group.
But...
We say no to drugs.
Yes.
Hold on a minute.
Frank closes in on you. He engulfs the entire end of the room as he's about to completely overtake you, when suddenly he stops. Full freeze. After a moment, his head twitches, and you hear a bone snap as he does. Then all of his limbs begin to shake and then suddenly snap, bones breaking from skin as they do. He appears to be almost imploding in a way. After a lot of breaking and crunching, Frank stops again, and then suddenly all the flesh melts away like water, and all that's left on the floor is blood and bones. We see our survivors stumble out of the biology building. The camp is covered in blood and bones as the sun begins to emerge over the Arkham Hills. A new day to live, well earned. You guys want to have an ending moment, an epilogue moment?
Yeah. I'd like to say something.
Randy, please say something.
Say something.
Everybody. Brushing your teeth is the only time you clean your skeleton.
Randy, I fucking love you.
Thank you.
I don't want to call you out. I don't want to blow up your spot. That's what they say. But did you Google deep thoughts?
No, these just came to me from the internet.
It's not
Beyond.
I don't know about it in about 30 years.
Yo,
I still got condoms if anyone wants to use them.
I don't know if the
Are they
whole
lime
what they're
flavored?
for.
Why are they all green?
I never got to use my special condom.
Mabel walks up to Melissa, and she's like all dirty and stuff because of the horrible night that they just had. And she goes, you know, you didn't need Victoria to tell you that you were special. We all believe that you could do it. And she taps you on the shoulder. And then she's like, I'm gonna go find the stiffest beer I can and drink myself to death. And she walks off.
Oh, can we have
And
like
she
character
says-
arc moments?
Yeah, and so
Do it?
Oh,
and she says, that seems like, why would you do that right after I just saved everybody? And why would you go and die? I mean,
She doesn't hear you. She's just gone. She's had it with this group.
okay.
It's like a waste.
I mean, I could really use an assertive force in my life. She just walks away.
Kirk, what do you do?
I don't know if we were supposed to be doing drugs or not doing drugs. Based on everyone's influence, I'm gonna say we keep doing them.
Seems about right.
And I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna do a weed toast with my boys.
oh yeah, brother.
Hey, yeah, brother.
It's called cracking open a hot one with the boys.
I'm ready to be a father.
So, real quick before we're over here, can we cut to 20 years from now when me and Randy are the most successful duo legal team in
We all like this.
the whole of California? And
What's it called, guys? What's the team called? What's the legal team called?
Schroeder and Walston?
No.
Dear Howard, I do
Team
believe that our
Smokestack.
experiences 20 years ago really made something out of ourselves.
I agree, Randy.
And then we founded Google.
And then we found it Google.
And cut. That's it.
Are you guys good?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Alright, and cut! You begin to see the cameraman and stage crew tear down the set. As they do, the actor who played Frank Charlton gets up and dusts himself off and walks over to a chair sitting in front of the camera crew. He asks everyone to join him with a hand motion and he settles in. Frank says, you know, we had a lot of fun here, but drugs are no laughing matter, folks.
Yeah.
And now everybody can say some sort of anti-drug parody thing.
My name's Kurt, and I'm still very confused about the message of this. and I smoke a joint.
Hey, my name's Randy. I like weed.
You're right.
But a lot of people say you shouldn't have it. A lot of people say you shouldn't have it, but you should think for yourself. But if you decide that you should have it, don't have it. You know, but if your parents say don't have it, but it's like maybe you want it. That's what I'm saying.
My name's Howard. and I just want to say, if you're going to have premarital sex, don't do it with a condom. Just get in the way.
Randy's
It's in
name
the
is
way.
Howard.
Just get in the way.
What is Randall?
Yeah, we changed
Randall.
names for the show.
Oh, okay, I see.
Jezebel will come up to the camera, and she's like, yeah, say no to drugs or whatever, but say yes to him.
Alrighty. As the actors finish their messages to the audience, we see the book close over the screen that reads, The Tome of Dare. We've now returned to the fireplace with the narrator from earlier. He settles in his comfortable chair and looks directly into the camera. Remember what you've seen here this night. Only you can save your children. Only you can save America. After a long pause and a stern finger at the camera, the man says, "This message brought to you by Schmuckies. Say yes to Schmuckies." The end.
Say that's the true sponsor.
We made it.
Look, I think everybody watching is going to be really disappointed that I don't look as good as my real self as I do as Randall.
Randall should be who you are
Randall look
going
good.
forward
Yeah, I
in
kind
real
of
life.
miss Randall already.
Yeah, I think you should be Randall.
I also have condom lubricant all over my desk.
If anybody wants to see the thing that Randall looked at,
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
was looking at.
you little rat finger boy.
I
Oh,
wish
yeah.
you'd let us bring it.
Seems legit. Yeah, I wish he could have been a new partner. In crime.
I wish I could have played as him.
I made a fatal mistake. Alrighty, so dealing out the pins, Mike and Tom earned the living pin, and Chris and Ty earned the dead pin.
We died.
Nobody
Yeah.
gets the sanity pin, but you were all really close, despite having you guys roll crazy sanity.
Oh, Chris is gone.
And I'll think about the special pin because I do think a couple of you may have deserved it, but I'll when I'm editing it, I'll probably be like, yeah, this guy deserves it. I'll give it to you or something. But yeah, that was Reefer Madness, a Call of Cthulhu one-shot adventure that I mostly rewrote from scratch. Hope you all had a good time. We're the Mythos Mystery Society.
So wait, something that's fun to do at the end of a stream that we do is if you guys want to go around, reintroduce yourselves again, and say your favorite moment.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Game. That's always fun.
Yeah, why don't you guys go first? I'll go last.
I played Howie, also known as Randall. Howie was the owner. My name's Mike, and you can follow me on Twitter at Mike. And my favorite,
Yeah, that's it.
my favorite. I just really enjoyed bonding with Randy. I think that was great.
That was fantastic.
That was great.
Favorite moment.
Not a real connection in the
Howard.
lead.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. My name is Chris. I played Jezebel. My favorite part of the stream was all the costumes. Just logging
I don't
on,
want to be
just coming in and going, oh man, I gotta get my costume together. Everyone looked awesome. And that just creates the environment, you know. It's awesome. That's it.
Ty, what about you?
My name's Ty. You can find me at Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. I'm here and on Dice Priority on Tuesdays. My favorite moment was letting Claude. No, it wasn't Claude. It was letting that one guy die by getting choked.
Yeah,
Have you
Forrest.
just watched it?
Forrest just watched him die.
It was great.
I gave you so much time to do something
we
about
had-
it.
I didn't want to.
Joke.
He called him a disappointment. So he died.
Tom, what was yours?
My favorite moment was learning how to become a father via teaching Howard how to smoke and shower thoughts.
Amazing. I'm Dave Bruno. I was the GM. My favorite part was finally running this after wanting to run it for like the past 4 months. No. My favorite part was actually killing off Curtis and Curtis being attacked by 2 girls and him not knowing what to do about it.
There you go.
All right, we were the
giving everybody condoms.
Yeah. We're the Mythos Mystery Society signing off.